Yo!
Be that fucking loud.
I gotta be loud, bro. Alright, we got episode... You said 7, right?
7.
Episode 7 of the Intentionally Foul podcast. Of course, it's your boy, B Live, and my bro, Los.
Yo!
About to kick it off with another one. I'm a little tired. Overdid it in the gym last night. But
you did a whopping 17 minutes.
No. I'm trying to get bigger lats and trying to make my back spread. So I kind of killed it. So I'm real sore. But I feel great. I just want to go to sleep though.
Oh.
Yeah. How are you doing?
All right, man. Friggin' didn't have to go to work today because we had a little incident yesterday.
Oh, do tell.
I hate talking about it again because I've been talking about it all fucking day and talking about it yesterday, but I was a victim of a home invasion.
Oh, no.
Shut your goddamn mouth.
Did they take anything?
Yeah, stop. Don't even fucking pretend. You're no Denzel. You already know the fucking story. But anyway, for our fucking loyal listeners, I came home yesterday from work, probably like around noon, and I sat on the couch for a little bit, and then I said, fuck it, I'm going to go to the gym. I debated for a while, so I eventually left the house maybe like 12:35, 12:40.
You went to the gym?
Yeah, in the afternoon.
Was it Blink Fitness?
You fucking would have catch me dead at fucking Blink. Anyway, I was going to the illustrious 24-hour fitness here in Long Beach. And so I leave around 12:30, 12:40-ish. And I go fucking play basketball, right? The day before, I had done your stupid little weight workouts. And then that day, I'm going to go play basketball. Which was yesterday.
You could have played basketball out of the park, but go ahead.
So, I go to the gym, I go play, whatever. I come back to the house maybe a little bit right before 2 o'clock. It was maybe like 1:50 something. I get here, I walk up, door's wide open. Door's wide open, just the screen door's closed. So at first I thought Yvette was home, Mm-hmm. So I yell her name out, nothing, right? As soon as I walk in, I notice there's like some shit on the ground, but it looked like maybe she had pulled something out of the closet or was looking for something, Mm-hmm. So she doesn't respond. What the fuck? I walk all the way in and I turn the corner and look down the fucking hall, and like the room is fucking upside down. Like everything's fucking. You could see it looks like they took the fucking drawers out, just emptied everything out. Mm-hmm. Jewelry missing. Empty fucking Tiffany little bags, the little teal color boxes and shit all over the place.
No, nothing.
So then it finally fucking hits me after 2-3 seconds, like, holy fuck, you've been fucking robbed. So I come back out, I go out the front door, like fucking, to see if there's anybody, which there wasn't. It was right in the middle of the fucking day, everybody's at work. Mm-hmm. I come back in the house, like, you're still kind of like in a state of like confusion, Mm-hmm. But as I'm coming back in the house, I see the side window right here by the kitchen next to the front door. It's wide open. The screen is gone. So then it just fucking sealed it all together. Like, okay, we fucking for sure been robbed. I go back out to the front of the house, and my fucking neighbor across the street's taking out the trash. So I hit him up like, hey man, freaking, have you been out here for a while? Did you happen to see anything? And he responded, no, I was just taking out the trash. But so I told him, I think we've just been robbed. And he tells me that just earlier in the week, he was speaking to another neighbor down the street, and that neighbor had to chase some fucking guy off their back porch because I guess he was trying to break in or something. So, whoa. I don't know if it's some fucking crackhead in the neighborhood or some shit like that, which I really think he is, because the most valuable thing he fucking took of mine, I mean, not to make a fucking joke out of it, but was my weed.
Damn.
And it wasn't even fucking like brand new weed. It was like roaches in a fucking ashtray. Yeah. So I had I don't know.
You're dealing with a base head.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if he skipped over TV.
Yes. So my fucking, thank God, it could have been a shitload of more worse. I mean, again, he fucking took my girlfriend's shit, which fucking sucks. But he didn't take the 2 laptops, one under the TV. This laptop that we're fucking using right now was at the table that he fucking had to put his hands on to be able to get into the window.
What a dumb fuck.
This microphone was there. My cameras were there.
The fan.
PlayStation, this fucking illustrious fan that we can only have on setting 1 because if we put it on anything higher, it just starts vibrating. My Jordans, all my fucking my 17 to 35 pairs of Jordans.
Oh my God!
Still in the box, never worn. Okay. My fucking Picasso's on the wall that you can see as right there. You know the left one? I did that one, right? You know that one? The one on the left?
No.
So on the podcast and shit, I'll put pictures of my fucking art for you people that don't know. Not only am I a great commentator, podcaster, speaker, motivator of men, I am also an artiste. So
you're full of shit.
So yeah, we had a little paint night the other night here at Chateau de Los, and I'm gonna show you guys a little picture of my art. I think it came out fucking amazing. Look at it. Look at it.
I see it. I'm very happy that you're you're in good spirits because just that happening. When you told me yesterday, I was literally finishing a job.
Yeah.
And I was going inside of Food for Hoes. You know what that is?
Food for Hoes? No.
Food for Less.
Oh.
To go get me a salad to go with my lunch.
Oh my God.
And I stopped everything I was doing because I care. You're one of my good bros. So,
yeah.
I was like, well, damn, am I going to have to get off of work and go have to beat somebody's ass?
Nah, I mean, fucking, don't think I'm making light of it or anything like that. It's just, it's one of those things where it's like, fuck, man. Of course, at the moment, you're fucking heated, you have you have your stages of emotion. First is fucking confusion.
Mm-hmm.
Second is fear, followed immediately by, like, anger.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So, the next stage, I mean, it just depends on how you want to fucking take it. I think it's, like, I was even thinking, man, like, my next, when I was going through my stage of quote-unquote anger, was, man, you know what, I'm going to go get me a fucking gun, right? I'm going to go buy me a fucking gun. I need to go buy me a gun. I'm going to fuck, this shit ain't going to happen again. I'm ready to kill someone, right? But I don't know if I don't even know if I were to have a gun and that shit were to happen again. I don't know if I'd be able to pull that trigger and say, I'm going to kill this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I hear you because when you're in the situation,
right,
you react differently.
Right.
And one would assume as soon as you see someone with a gun, your automatic action is to do what? Run.
Right.
So if he's not causing you bodily harm or anything like that, you just be like, you brandish the gun and be like, hey, man, I'll blow your shit out. And they're going to be gone anyway.
Right.
I mean, one would assume if he was a smart crack addict, if you hear somebody inside, you're not going to go inside.
Right, exactly.
But I understand the whole trying to protect your home thing.
Yeah.
Which is okay because, I mean, hell, I got a strap.
Yeah.
And that's just to protect my house.
Yeah, I think I have.
Because I stay in a different type of neighborhood, but it's gated. But still, gates don't mean shit. Mm-hmm. We used to hop fences.
Yeah, I have. So then I said, I guess the next stage after anger was compassion for your fellow human being. But I think after I started Googling some fucking some gun prices online, the compassion was not for that motherfucker. It was for my fucking pocketbook. Have you fucking ever? How much? Guns are expensive.
Yeah, bro. And then you think about this. Every gun ain't made for you,
dude.
You can go get you a little El Cheapo, and unless you're a gunsman, then you kind of just buy it.
I just literally Googled fucking guns near me and like Turner's outdoor. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was looking at some of them and comparing them. A dope one is $1,200.
Exactly.
$1,200, $1,300. Yeah. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I can't fucking. I was like, I guess I'm not gonna get a gun.
Unless you go get a dirty one with a couple of bodies on
it. Fuck no.
And then you take that risk.
No,
you take that risk.
And nah, man. So I said, you know what? I think I'm just gonna set this house up to be kind of like a scene from Home Alone 1 or 2, where I'm gonna put like fishing string across the door, tied to a bell, and then I'm gonna put like tie it to a fucking bucket of water over the doorway.
I just think they caught you guys. They did a blind spot.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking that they probably came through these front windows,
No,
but
hell
it's
no.
way too much traffic.
Yeah, too hard.
But this side window though,
Mm-hmm.
you think about it, everybody's gone. McFly is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Your other neighbors are gone.
Yeah.
Nobody, because the stairs are right there.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking they were probably just a crackhead walking through the fucking neighborhood, just kept an ear out to see if he could hear like a TV or something on.
Mm-hmm.
And he just jumped in real quick, you know. And it just sucks that it's like this is the type of shit that happens in fucking especially when it's hot, you know, because windows are open.
Yeah.
But it's crazy, man, because while I was at the fucking gym, I had told myself as I was driving there, I was like, fuck, I'm not even in the fucking mood to like, you know, come, but I'm gonna do it anyway, right? I get to the gym and I decide I'm just gonna play one game and I'm fucking done. So at the end of that one game, I just grabbed my shit already. I was like, enough is enough. I'm getting ready to go home, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But the guys that were there, they're usually there all like at the same time that I go all the time. So they're like, oh, let's run another one. Let's play another one. So I was just like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna play another one.
Yeah.
So I played a second game, and then I played a third game. So then I eventually fucking I come back home, and I was just thinking, I was like, fuck, if I didn't stay for those extra games, maybe you walk into something, and fucking that guy's gonna be, you know, desperate.
In your shit.
Yeah, he's desperate, you know. So if I come and confront him, you don't know what the fuck he has on and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, fucking
things happen for a reason.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason.
You know, I mean, it's minute.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's something that they're tangible things. You can always replace them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but let's say if you did come home, and then he has something on him, a fucking knife.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, and you get stabbed over, you know, some jewelry.
Right.
Is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, as men, yeah, we have to protect our home because you in my shit.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm just happy that nothing happened to you, bro.
Thanks, man.
And you know, the other stuff, it can always be replaced. It's just sometimes we get a little comfortable.
Yep.
You know, and it just brings it back down to reality. Like, hey, you gotta stand on your P's and Q's because someone is always watching you. That's what my mom told me all the time. You know, whenever I used to be out there just parlaying, doing wild shit, she said, yo, someone's always watching you. Be mindful of that. Even if you're walking outside, it may be your neighbors. You know, because they're learning your routine. Just like at my house, my neighbors know when my days off are. Cause they're like, why is your truck still here? You know, well, fuck, Sundays and Thursdays I'm off.
Yeah.
So yeah, bro, just make sure you keep your pants up.
Some bullshit. Dude, what were we talking about earlier? You're saying one of your coworkers fell off a ladder or something like that?
Man, bro. I mean, I'm trying to keep it as vague as possible because it's certain stuff. But yeah, man, I really don't understand how people get hurt. I mean, I can understand how people get hurt at work, but I've never been really, really hurt. And I think more so because I'm not really cautious. I'm comfortable. Like when I climb up the pole, believe it or not, I have a fear of heights. But before I climb up the pole, I say a quick prayer, and I have to trust my equipment because I don't like being up there like free. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I could ride a roller coaster all day, get on a plane all day, but just me climbing up that pole and then just latching in, it's weird. But dude, yeah, fell off.
Fell off.
He wasn't high though. Like yesterday, I was literally like 30 feet up in the air, chilling.
Scared.
No, I was like when I get up there, I'm fine because I'm already praying. I trust that God has me, and if it's my time to fall, I'm gonna fall. But he was only like a couple of feet up, like not a couple of feet,
like so 8 feet up,
like 9, 10, and fell off, broke his arm.
Oh,
broke his arm, bro.
Oh,
and I felt bad because I'm like, damn. I mean, I don't wish anybody to get hurt, but I'm like, yo, it could be 10 feet up or 28 feet up. A fall is a fall.
10 feet is still 10 feet, man.
Yeah, because you're going to try to brace yourself anyways.
Yeah.
And you think about this, I'm 218, and I'm trying to brace myself, even though I have, big arms, that don't mean that I can take that, my arms can take that impact from that height.
What'd you say? You have what?
Big arms. These are motherfucking 20s, bro.
Nah.
Maybe 19s. Nah. But I keep them clean.
I have the measuring tape.
You could break out the measuring tape.
Okay, I don't know.
But yeah,
Continue.
man. I mean, I hope he gets better. You know, just the shit that comes with working at my job. Everybody gets hurt.
Oh,
So,
everybody gets hurt. That's not fucking good.
I mean, and at some point in your career, bro, you're going to get hurt or dinged up. It's just life. Shit. Even when I worked at the airport, I pulled some muscles in between my ribs throwing bags. Yeah, tell me about it.
Any fucking any movies lately that you've watched that are interesting? I've watched a good one, but I don't know what you classify as good movies.
No.
You really don't watch shows and shit like that, right?
I'm really not really at home, to even watch them. Because then when I do come home, let's say I get off of work at like 6:37. I'll probably go home and lay down.
Okay.
And then go to the gym afterwards. And then by the time I get out the gym, I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
Starting my day off. But the other day, I did watch, it's not a new movie, but it was Tag.
Tag?
Yeah. Because it's
about that stupid movie? Grown fucking men playing tag for like 30 years?
It's based on a true story.
That doesn't make it any fucking good just because it's true.
I never said that.
It's truly stupid.
Yeah, I mean...
How stupid was it?
It wasn't that stupid. It was cool.
Oh.
I mean, I wouldn't put it on my must see. But it was cool. I give it like a solid 5 out of 10.
That's an F.
And what movie have you saw?
Well, I usually don't go to the movies or anything like that, but I watch shit like on Netflix and all that other shit, the Amazon stick or what have you.
You don't even have that. Go ahead.
So I watched it recently. It's more like a documentary. It's called Searching for the Sugar Man. Have you ever heard of it?
Searching for the Sugar Man?
Searching for the Sugar Man.
No.
Okay. So,
okay, what made you watch a movie titled Searching for the Sugar Man?
Why in the fuck wouldn't you? That sounds fucking amazing.
No, I gotta see the picture, the clip art or something.
Okay.
Searching for the Sugar Man.
So, on the YouTube thing, I will put the picture of the fucking movie just like I did last week. But Searching for the Sugar Man. You could fucking Google it. I want to tell a fucking story.
Go ahead.
So, Searching for the Sugar Man. There is a musician called Rodriguez. And he is a fucking, back in his time, you'll Google in a little bit, but back in his time, if I had to, what kind of music? I would compete, like, his type of music was kind of like the Beatles type of shit, you know what I mean? Like that era, right? So, Rodriguez, he put out an album here in America. One album, and you will get the very fucking details. But here in America, he sold a ridiculous small amount of records here in America, like maybe 4 or 10 or something like. So a complete flop, right? The little money that he did make off his albums, I'm exaggerating by 4. He maybe sold like 20. Or something like that, or 100.
Yeah, I understand, but it's not
a stupid, ridiculous number, right? So the very little money that he made on his fucking little album sales and shit like that, his manager at the time, like, kind of does him dirty for the money, and Rodriguez turns out to be a fucking homeless guy, just working odd jobs and shit like that, but he's nothing. He's just, like, literally homeless. He's living in a fucking, like, trap house and shit. So, somehow, some way, after his first album got put out, that first album makes it over to South Africa. And in South Africa, his shit goes wild, dude.
Booming.
Like fucking, like Elvis Presley type of fucking booming.
Oh, wow.
In South Africa. Mind you, it's back in the day, so it's not like internet and shit like that, right?
Okay, yeah.
But in South Africa, they don't know who the fuck Rodriguez is. Like, there's no communication. Where's Rodriguez? Where the fuck is he from? Nobody knows him, you know? So he's kind of like a legend. So, again, he has crazy fans in South Africa, so they're fanatics, so they start trying to research him, and they're breaking down his lyrics and shit, and they listen to one of his songs, and on one of his songs he talks about like a certain type of town, the name of his town that he's in, or that he's driving through, or some shit like that. So they break down the lyrics, and then they find like another fucking little clue in another song, right? So they put those two clues together, and they fucking make it down to like Detroit somewhere, Detroit, Michigan, in the fucking slums or some shit.
Okay.
I might not be Detroit, but anyway, some slummy ass city. And they find Rodriguez, man, and they're like, "Hey, fucking Rodriguez, what are you doing here? Like, why are you a bum? Like, why are you homeless? You're a fucking legend." You know what I mean? And Rodriguez is like, "What are you talking about? Like, my fucking album was shit. Like, what are you talking about?" So anyway, to make the long story short, they take him back to South Africa, man. And he becomes a fucking legend, dude. Like, he finally gets his success that he's been fucking always wanting and shit.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so it's a pretty dope story, and at the end, it's even better, dude. So I don't want to fucking ruin it. But you should. I know you're not gonna watch it because you're a fucking loser. But
I don't really have time to watch TV, but I'll take time to watch.
But that shit's dope, man. It's a dope story. Just dope about hearing stories like that about humanity and shit like that. How from literally one day to another, your fucking life can change. You know.
That is true. One decision.
Yeah. So it's not even like it wasn't. It was a decision. What the hell? But it's a great fucking documentary, man. Great documentary. I recommend that shit. So you don't even watch any fucking Netflix shows. No wonder they make fun of you about all the fucking movies you haven't watched.
What are you talking about, bro? I've seen a lot of movies. It's just now, unless I'm going to the movie theater, I don't really have time to watch TV.
I can't go to the movie theater, dude.
Why?
Because I fall asleep every fucking time.
That's how you know you're getting old.
No, well, not only that. You know, I have a theory, and I think it's because I sleep with the TV on. So every fucking night I can't sleep without the fucking TV on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it pisses me off when the TV's off. I'll like an hour or two into it, I'll fucking wake up and turn it back on. So I have to sleep with the TV on.
Like a baby.
Yeah, I guess so. So my theory is that since I'm used to having the lights off with just the TV on, I'm thinking that once I get into the theater and shit, my mind subconsciously thinks that I'm trying to go to sleep. So fucking maybe I'm like fucking, and then I start passing out. But it's tough. It's tough for me to stay awake during the fucking movies.
Wow, that's bad, bro.
Yeah, I know. What do you want me to do?
Didn't you you have brought up this topic about religion?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and I have a lot to say about that, but go ahead and.
Well, my question is that some people over there probably might get offended or whatever, but I don't give a fuck.
It's okay. I mean, it's your opinion.
No, but it's just like is religion a cult, or is like religion even real? I think it's like, not to say it in this harmful way, but I think it might be like a scam, just like not real, not a scam. I shouldn't say a scam, but more like when people are saying, "Oh, you know, Jesus Christ really lived," and blah 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 blah. I don't know, man. I don't think so. Like, there's no proof. At least not that I know of that he walked the earth, and like for example, just the easiest argument, right, is a man cannot walk on water, right? Like, scientifically, a human being cannot walk on water, right? But the story is that this man can do it. He was able to fucking do that, right? Or the parting of the Red Sea.
That was Moses.
Yes, Moses. But for a person to have that type of fucking power, that's impossible. That can't happen.
So do you believe in God or a higher being?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I think there's just too many questions.
I mean, I understand the concern, because I've been born and raised in the church, and certain things I do question.
Right. But
things that I've been through in life kind of validate that there is a higher being, that there is a God.
Like what, for example?
Man, bro, I mean, I honestly believe that we all have a purpose of being here, and until you serve your purpose, I don't think that you're going to be taken away.
Isn't that a form of like reincarnation?
No. What are you talking about? That has nothing to do with reincarnation.
Yeah, like,
we all have a purpose. Well, so as soon as my purpose is done, you think and I die, so I'm gonna come back.
So what you're saying, you're gonna just keep on circling over and over. So let's say you don't find your purpose, right? You're gonna die and
find your purpose.
And would you just start all over again?
No.
So,
according to the Bible, I mean, depending on if you're baptized or whatnot,
right?
And you believe in the word that you die. Well, you don't really die, but your spiritual man. It goes up into the heavens, or I guess like this waiting.
So you believe that somewhere up there's a fucking waiting room to see.
Not really a waiting room because
you mean purgatory.
Yeah, purgatory.
So where you're like beat to death and
no,
you're beat and until you pay off your sins to go to heaven. Is that not correct?
No.
Okay. So what's totally wrong. Okay, so explain what purgatory is.
I think what it was explained to me. I may be wrong because I haven't been to church like that because this is personal issues. But I know is that you get baptized, you speak in tongues, you do everything quote unquote that's right, and then when it's your time to transition, then you go to heaven.
So the definition of purgatory was exactly what the fuck I said.
Okay.
It says in the Roman Catholic doctrine, a place or state of suffering inhabited by the souls of sinners who are expiating, I don't know what the fuck that is, their sins before going to heaven.
No, see, that's in...
You're in a room getting beat until you pay off your 20 sins, 100 sins, whatever the hell it is.
Stupid.
That's what it says right there. Look.
I get it, but I just think that's fucking stupid. That shit's not true. Like, it's just like I have a disagreement with people that... What is it? Is it Catholicism?
Yes.
How, like I said, how I was brought up, it doesn't necessarily mean that my upbringing was correct.
Right.
In Catholicism, you go and you confess your sins to the priest.
That's ridiculous.
Why the fuck would I go and talk to somebody else to tell God about my sins?
I agree.
When I can just go straight to him, or he already knows.
I 100%.
You know, because I have this thing that every morning, bro, I pray. You know, even if it's just to start my day off or whatnot, and I just feel like it's kind of like a daily affirmation too. I'm putting that energy out there, so regardless if you believe in God or not, I'm speaking it into the world. So it's things that I've been through.
You're speaking into the universe.
World, universe, same thing.
Okay.
You know, because you it's power in the tongue. Do you believe in that?
Power in the what?
There's power in the tongue. So if you keep on talking negative,
so you want to speak it into existence.
Exactly.
Of course.
So if I'm talking positive, you know, then I'm basically, you know, I'm planting that seed.
So you being positive and talking about these stories about splitting the Red Sea, what does it have to do? Can you just not be positive without following this thing?
That's about faith.
Like they...
You have faith, right? So you have faith that every day when you go to your car, that your car is going to start up, correct?
Yes. So I think, for example, let's say you spend, I don't know, 2 hours. 2 hours a week out of your week on God, right? Going to church, praying, whatever. What have you. What if you were to spend those 2 hours on yourself? To better yourself?
How do you know that you're not spending those 2 hours working on God and yourself, and God's not working through you? So you're putting into God, and He's putting it back into you. Like a filtration system.
Well, you have to go somewhere to do that? You can't just do it in your home?
No, I do it in the shower.
Okay.
You know, because that's my alone time. That's where it's peaceful. That's where it's tranquil for me. Even when I'm in the gym, people think I'm listening to the most hardcore rap. Bro, sometimes I got gospel playing in my ears because I need to filtrate some of the negative stuff out of my life. Or, you know, throughout my day. Because, you know, going to the gym brings me peace. And if I'm at peace with certain things, then why not talk to God? Because He gave me this body, He gave me this life, so why not be thankful? You understand what I'm saying?
I kind of say, I think, I guess the things I've heard or whatever, and I've kind of heard other people say, was like God is like within, like you are at control of your quote unquote destiny, right? Like you can design where you want to go. Like for example, let's say I'm going to go to a job fucking interview, right? And and before I go in there, I say, God, please let me get this fucking job or whatever. But like you should be telling yourself, I'm gonna get this job. I'm gonna do this. An old grandpa upstairs, in a nice little throne, sitting in the clouds, didn't give you the power to. You gave yourself the power to go in and be confident.
True. That's not true.
Why not?
Because God influences.
You're walking in there.
He influences. So sometimes all He has to do is plant the idea.
You plant the idea.
Then where do ideas come from? I can't plant
your brain.
Where does the influence come from? He provides
what's inside of you.
Okay.
Like you're your own God, so to speak. Like you're in charge of anything.
I have a soul.
Yeah, so you're in charge. So
technically in a way I'm in charge, but if I don't know how to operate this soul,
Right.
who do I go to?
I just think, like, I kind of think it's like, you shouldn't believe in something else. You should believe in yourself.
You can believe in yourself, in God too. I believe in myself
Yeah,
all
I
day.
guess so.
Even when I go to the gym, when I'm lifting all that brolic ass heavy weight,
You still lift those fucking weights from Craig's fucking front lawn from Friday. The ones that have sand in them.
No. But I literally believe in myself, but I know that God gave me the strength. Now, I'm not the strongest person. I'm going to be realistic in my belief. I'm not going to say, oh, I believe that I could bench press 500 pounds. Eventually, I'll probably get there.
That's not human. Like, you can't do that just because you're physical. You can't do it. Like, it's like saying I can't do that either.
Yes, I get what you're saying, but it's still all an act of faith. Faith is basically believing in the, what is it, the unseen?
The undoable? I don't know.
What? No. It's doable. It's just, like I said, it goes back to the same example. You believe that every time that you go to your car, it's going to start up, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same concept.
Mm.
The same concept, bro. It's as simple as I may put it. It's the same thing. Now, how people exercise religion is totally different.
Right.
I'm not walking around here like I'm the most perfect Christian.
Mm-hmm.
I've done some wild stuff in my life. I had guns put to my head and triggers pulled, and I believe that God intervened because it wasn't my time. And he protects me from certain things, and he allows me to go through certain things in order for me to learn.
Mm.
And it actually, what we think that is breaking us down is actually building us up.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at certain things. I've been through a whole bunch of fuck shit. And I'm like, damn, God, why?
Mm.
Now I'm looking back like, damn, as fucked up as it may seem, I'm kind of glad I went through that because it brought out a different side of me.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like, I'm going to see what you made of. I'm going to see how well built you are.
I just think some of the stories in the Bible are crazy.
No, I mean they're a little far fetched because there's nothing to prove it.
That's my biggest thing. So when people are saying, "Oh, the shit in the Bible is, that shit happened," like, how do you know?
Because somebody wrote it.
Somebody didn't, like, the first version of the Bible, like from like the Sumerian fucking. It was written in Sumerian, like, and then they found it in like fucking clay pots. 3,000 years later, and then they translated it into another language, and then translated it into another language. So, how do we know? Like
there's different translations, but there's still a general message.
For example, the 10 Commandments: "Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal." I don't think I needed to be taught that. I think I just knew.
But it still laid a foundation for the rules nowadays, right?
I think that's something you just know already.
No, you don't. Everything has to be taught.
We
kill animals.
Yeah, but in my heart, I don't think it would be, if somebody didn't tell me, hey, you're not supposed to kill somebody, I don't think I would just say, shit, nobody told me I can't kill you. I don't think I would do that.
What?
Like,
yes, you would.
Why would I kill someone? Like if you're a human being, and like, dude, my mom was not religious, man. Like, she never fucking took us to church. Nobody fucking showed me the 10 Commandments, say, hey, all this shit right here, you can't do it. Like, you know in your heart what's right and what's wrong. Like, someone doesn't have to fucking tell you. If you're doing something wrong, in your heart you know it. I don't think you.
But that's still an influence, though. That's like God talking to you.
I don't know, man.
When you have icky feelings about stuff, that's an influence, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You'll understand one of these days, but
they say that like the fucking story of the burning bush or whatever the fuck or whatever. I guess in the area where supposedly the Bible was found, or where all those legendary times happened, or quote unquote happened.
Whoa, that was an air ball. Go ahead.
That they have the acacia tree in that vicinity, and they would burn that fucking bush, the acacia tree, and that shit has DMT in it. Do you know what DMT is?
Explain what DMT is.
So DMT is dimethyltryptamine, if I'm not mistaken. I'm probably saying it wrong, but
that's all right.
That's an enzyme that we in our brain produce already automatically. But when you burn this bush, it's kind of like it's a hallucinogenic. It is a psychoactive, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but it gets you high, in other words. But they say that I haven't tried mushrooms or DMT or anything like that. I fucking want to, but the rumor is the people that I've asked that have done it, that you do have a fucking out of body experience, and that shit. If you do enough, fuck yeah, you're gonna feel like you fucking go to heaven. Like you're gonna, and you could see, you could look down and see some shit like that.
That they were high as shit.
Yeah. Then. So back then, I could see that. Of course, they're fucking feeding off the land and shit. So I could see them eating those type of leaves that have DMT in them, or like ayahuasca and shit like that.
I don't believe that, but it's a natural resource, so I don't believe that it was used to be being abused.
But back then, they didn't fucking know. They're just eating it. And then they start having these fucking out-of-body experiences. So just imagine
sometimes that's where...
So just imagine me in the fucking desert of, let's say, fucking Jerusalem, or right? Some shit like that, right? Jerusalem. Spelled with a J, Jerusalem.
Yeah.
So,
why?
No, it's not. Jerusalem, right? Let's say I'm a fucking farmer in Jerusalem, right? And I see some fucking mushrooms on the ground. And I fucking eat those mushrooms, thinking they're just mushrooms. And I, let's say, eat fucking 3 or 5, maybe like an eighth worth of fucking of mushrooms. So the hero's journey, you can Google the hero's journey when you're high on mushrooms. That's 4 grams of mushrooms, right? Just imagine you eat that much fucking mushrooms, man. You're in the middle of your field, and all of a sudden you start seeing fucking crazy shit, and so a fucking hand starts coming down on you, and you after your fucking trip. Fuck yeah, what do you think you're gonna go do? You're gonna run to your fucking neighbor that's like 7 miles away. Oh my God, God just came down and spoke to me, and I saw all these beautiful colors, and it felt so good, and all this other shit.
Sometimes you have to catch you at your vulnerable state, though.
God came and fucking did this. Oh my God, I'm gonna do this right. So, if you look into the science of psilocybin, which is AKA shrooms or mushrooms, the ones that get you high,
I have so much more to say about that.
Okay, well, I'm gonna fucking keep talking, so don't interrupt me.
Not about shrooms.
We're gonna go back to that. I know you want to get there. But that they say that they have this type of you go through this type of highs, and if you eat enough, that you're gonna feel like an out of body experience. You're gonna feel all these other fucking things. But anyway, go back to your thing before we go too off a task.
Oh no, because I just feel like with the whole outer body experience, sometimes things, I guess God allows things to happen, like for you to, like while you're asleep, while you're high, because you're not focused and your mind is too cloudy. You get what I'm saying? And so, like whenever God used to talk to me, I mean he still talks to me, but whenever I was going through a lot,
God talks to you.
Yeah, but it's like he.
Or are you talking to yourself?
I'm not talking to myself. I feel like God has spoken to me while I was asleep. Because I remember at one point...
No. Again, I'm not trying to be a dick.
No.
But do you hear another voice besides yours?
Yeah. I can't tell you how
does it sound.
I can't. It definitely doesn't sound like your voice.
Does it sound like Denzel?
No.
Or Morgan Freeman?
No. Not like... No, but I can honestly say at one point in my life, I was headed down this dark-ass road.
Okay.
And so, like, my dad passed away when I was, like, 6, 7 years old.
I didn't know that.
So, like, I was just going down this dark-ass path.
Because of that?
It's, different circumstances or whatnot,
To do with it, right.
But, in my dream, my dad came to me. And when I say it was so real, it was like me talking to you. I could smell him. I could touch him. Mind you, at this time I was 22.
Okay.
My dad been gone since I was 6. So for me to still remember how he smells was a trip. And I feel like God sent my pops out, and it's kind of fucked up for me to say this. I know my dad was baptized and everything like that. I have this whole issue with, I don't know if my dad went to heaven or hell.
Okay.
But in that dream, I felt like, damn. Maybe he did go to heaven, because I don't think the devil gonna let you out. If you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, God himself didn't come, but he uses people to influence you. And my dad said something like, yo, son, it's okay. Well, he called me Brand, because that's what my dad used to call me, Brand.
Okay.
He was like, Brand, whatever you're going through, he said, I'm always with you. just relax. It's okay. You don't have to worry about a lot. Like, I was worried about a lot of shit that just, my mind was just going. And when I say that shit fucking me up for like at least a week,
Okay.
and I changed my life.
Mm-hmm.
I changed what I was doing. I mean, I wasn't doing no fuck shit no more. And I just feel that God won't necessarily come down and do it himself, because why? I mean, we know he's there. Everybody, I mean, shit, look at the dollar. In God we trust. We know that there's a higher being. Now, granted, I always still have this question in the back of my head. Everybody says that their religion is true and it's right.
Right.
What? And so I've been taught that Christianity is supposed to be the truthful religion, but Buddhist people think the same way.
Man, how many people have died over religion? How many people have, and I mean when
Sacrifice themselves for religion.
exactly, but the Europeans that came over at the beginning and killed people because they didn't believe in Christianity.
You know what's crazy though? A lot of people say that Christianity was taught to black people to enslave us mentally. Because I guess, us being slaves or whatnot, and the white man taught us Christianity, because a lot of things that's in the Bible is very like slave mentality or whatnot.
Like what, for example?
I can't really go into detail because I grazed by a lot of things, so I need to start like jotting it down or taking screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
But even in Birth of a Nation, I'm sure you didn't see that. It was about Nat Turner or whatnot.
Okay.
That he was like this Negro preacher.
Mm-hmm.
And so he started this whole rebellion against the white folks, but being niggas, and I use that term very, very, very loosely.
Mm-hmm.
That crab mentality. So basically, one of his own boys sold him out, and they ended up killing him. And they killed that nigga so brutal, it was bad. Like they mutilated his body. Like they used his body for like wheel grease.
Wow.
Like they didn't want nobody else to come after him.
Shit.
Yeah, it was bad. But he was going around preaching, and he was preaching what was taught to him.
Okay.
So if you think about this, Los, if you tell me, if I'm just a blank mind, and you tell me that Christianity is this, and that, I'm going to go and tell somebody else. That person going to tell somebody else, and especially if they put me on a platform to spread the word, then you have no other choice but to listen and take it in, and take it in, and it's your choice to accept it or not. But if that's all you know, that's what you assume was right, correct?
Yeah. 700 million people have died since the birth of Christ. The question is, how many people have been killed in the name of Christianity? Crusades, religious extremism, everything counts. Some sources I found put the number of around 700 million people since the birth of Christ, according to Quora.com.
Wow.
That's the thing that I know it's just the evil in man and shit that does that type of shit.
You have free will, so it's just you have a choice.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that movie Constantine with Keanu Reeves?
No.
So, just like how you say, oh, you should watch this movie.
This better be good.
It is good because it's about like a modern day exorcism. But they'll tell you, he even says it, there's an influence. The devil has the right to influence you. God has the right to influence you. So it's people around us that influence us, just like how every time you go somewhere, you get a certain type of influence. Are you going to come back over here and study being a fat ass?
I just don't want to chew in front of the fucking thing.
God damn.
I'm sorry, shit. I have respect.
But it's an influence.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what happened was this girl's twin sister killed herself, and they were Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
And so in Catholicism, if you kill yourself, automatically go to hell,
right?
Period. No point blank. No forgiveness. Right. But I mean, in Christianity, it's the same thing because it's like a slap in the face. God gave you this life. Who are you to take it away? So it's kind of blasphemous.
Okay.
So.
What an angry God.
Exactly. Jealous and angry.
Yeah. How dare he?
Yeah. But if he gave you life, Los, that's like me saying I gave you $1 million and then you throw it on the ground and like, oh fuck this. I would be upset too. I gave you life. Now I can influence you, but at the end of the day, it's still your choice. Still, I know your moves. That's how he is.
So, let's say I'm a born again Christian.
Okay.
And I raped 20 women, killed 10 people. And then I said, oh, no, I'm a born again Christian. Please forgive me. God, forgive me of all my sins. I'm good. I'm born again. How does that make any fucking sense?
It doesn't.
Or
it doesn't.
I was raised Catholic or fucking whatever you want to call it. I didn't go to church, but I could sit like you talked about earlier. I could sin my ass off, and at the end of the week, I can go and fucking tell the priest, hey, just like my stupid first confession when they made me do that shit for the first time. You ever go to confession? You guys don't do that Christianity, right?
No,
okay.
we don't do that.
So
we take our prayers straight on through, bro.
So after the first communion, you have to go and do fucking confession in a smelly ass, wooden ass fucking box with some weirdo with a fucking window. And I didn't want to admit nothing. I told him I stole a fucking lead pencil from fucking school. I don't know how old I was. I was maybe 11. Some shit like that. I made up some shit. I stole a lead pencil and I talked back to my mom. Do fucking 10 Hail Marys and 5 Our Fathers. I forgive you, my son. Jerk off. Get the fuck out of here, dude. I ran out of there so fast. Like, this is it? Like, it's garbage, man. But it's just like...
I hear what you're saying. But back to the story, though. So
before you go that way, fucking away, I forgot when you mentioned the dollar. In God we trust. That eye that's on fucking God, that's supposed to be Lucifer's eye.
Man, we have to do some research on that.
No, I have the research. But anyway, continue.
But no, so basically in the movie, so the girl's twin sister killed herself. So she wanted to see why did she kill herself. It was an influence. Something told her to kill herself. So Keanu Reeves had to go to hell. And
What?
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. And it wasn't like how they think hell is like, like, oh, it's in a cave and it's hella fiery and shit. Like on a hot Cheeto bag and there's people with tails and shit. No, it wasn't like that. It was literally just like outside, but everything was on fire. It was buses and shit. And then the demons looked like skeletons, but half of their heads was cut off. And it looked real crazy. And then it was a cliff and it was a lake of fire. And you seen the demons throwing people around like it was real bodies down there. Kind of shook me, bro, because you can't make this shit up. It has to be taught. So, basically, he said that God and the devil made a deal. That it was just like, it was basically, you can be influenced by anybody, but they can't touch you. So, it's just, let's say I'm a guardian angel, and let's say Lyle is a demon. I can say, Los, no, don't do that, bro. No, let's go over here. And I can stray you away from sin, or Kyle be like, nah, fuck that, bro. Let's go get this money. Let's rob this motherfucker. And it's your choice. Everything is an influence. So that's what he was basically trying to just earn his way back into heaven because he committed so much sin. Just like how you were going, like, oh, what happened if you kill all this amount of people? Honestly, I don't know because I got my own sins to take care of. And I'm hoping when my time does come, that God be like, all right, bro, you good. But I don't know. Because no one, and I've always asked my mom this, because she's like the biggest Christian on this earth.
Right.
No one has never come back from the dead and say, hey, y'all, heaven is real.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, they got these books, but that's your interpretation. How do I even know that this is real? It's called the divine... something between
intervention.
Intervention between. It was something like that with heaven or hell or some shit, where some boy or somebody went to heaven. They died and they went to heaven. I'm like, well, how do I even know if that's true or not? It's weird. Everything is a gamble.
That's the thing where it's like, I'm kind of more on the side of science where I need proof of some shit, right?
We all need proof.
That's my fucking thing where it's like. How is there? Has anybody nobody's ever came back and said, you know what, this motherfucker's true. So there's a theory about DMT. So like I said earlier, DMT, dimethyltryptamine. Your mind already produces it, right? Like for sure, they've in rats, their third eye inside their fucking brain produces it. But according to this, that there's a strong chance that this enzyme, dimethyltryptamine, DMT, is produced right before you die. So you get a flood of DMT to your brain, so you can fucking relax, and then your quote unquote soul is fucking released. So they say that sometimes when people have near death experiences, that they see their fucking life flash before their eyes and all this other bullshit. They have like this out of body experience. It's the rush of DMT to your fucking brain. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about earlier when you said the fucking in God we trust on the fucking dollar. So according to that shit, when you do your research, that eye, the all-seeing eye, that's right there, that's supposed to be the eye of Lucifer and shit like that. So
really?
When it says in God we trust, what God are they talking about?
You're right.
So it's that fucking God.
Oh.
So
But they say money is the root of all evil too.
Well, then what fucking God are they talking about if they're putting God on the dollar? You see what I'm saying?
But I think at one point that, just like how we used to say, there used to be prayer in schools before or something like that.
Yeah.
And then they took it out. Like the country wasn't like how it is now. Dollar's old as shit.
Yep. So they say, well, the government is supposedly ran by a bunch of evil people. Who controls the money? Fucking the government. So that they put that shit everywhere to be able to fucking just subconsciously put it in your mind. But
yeah.
That eye right there is supposed to be Lucifer's eye. It's not.
The all-seeing eye. It's like that Illuminati shit.
Uh-huh.
And that's going into a totally different subject that we're not going to get into.
A fucking great one.
Yeah.
Love that fucking shit.
The Illuminati shit?
Yeah, man.
It is pretty deep, bro.
It's the secret societies that are out there and fucking all that other shit. It's true that they exist, 100%.
I'm pretty sure that they do exist, but I'll have to do my research. And I mean, because I've actually went to a couple of Christian seminars.
Okay.
About like my church had one like Music 360 or whatnot, because remember when they had the whole thing where you playing songs backwards and it has a totally different message.
Yeah, it has like it's Satan. So
yeah,
they put it in the music like the fucking rock bands.
Why do you keep getting up? Bring your food over here.
I don't want to be chewing in front of the fucking microphone. I'm not a jerk.
God damn. But yeah, that Music 360, like they did that at my church, and it brought to light a lot of things. And the crazy part about it is like, I mean, granted, I thought it was in like white people music, that rock and roll shit,
right.
But it's actually everywhere.
Really? Like what?
It's anything that feeds into your subconscious.
Of course.
Because that's what's going to give you the influence. We're going back to influence now. I remember at one point in my life when I was just a rebel rouser, a hellion. I used to still...
A what?
A rebel rouser, a hellion. Well, I wasn't a hellion.
How in the fuck do you even spell those?
Rebel rouser? Oh, I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, continue.
But I remember I used to listen to Eminem a lot.
Okay.
My mom used to make me wash her car.
He talks about selling his soul all the time. Bunch of movies.
And
a bunch of songs.
Yeah, saying some wild shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to wash her car. I don't even know why she bought me the CD. I think because I asked. Anything I asked for, I was going to get.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to put my thumb over the parental advisory shit when I gave it to her. One of the Best Buy. But...
Thinking you're slick.
Thinking I'm slick. But she still bought it.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever I listened to him, I used to do outlandish shit. Like, steal her car... Take it down the street for a joyride. Mind you, I'm in the 6th, 7th grade. Just cruising. Doing wild shit.
Are you blaming Eminem?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying it had an influence. What we listen to subconsciously is just like how we talked about before with JoJo and Black.
What about
music?
What about it?
It influences you.
Oh, about them the positive attitude?
Exactly, but it influences you. Everything has a motive. They said that the devil was one of the best singers in God's army or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Like he could sing his ass off.
Mm-hmm. I've never heard that.
You haven't?
No, I just heard that he was like the fallen angel or some shit like that.
But and it was
God of light, right? Or something like that.
I don't know about the God of light. But I actually put 2 and 2 together. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. When they said in the Bible when Lucifer fell from heaven to earth, he wiped out everything, right? Do you remember that story?
No, I don't.
All right, fuck it, you're stupid.
Let's hear it.
Well, basically, when God kicked his ass out, he fell to the earth.
Okay.
And wiped out everything, every living thing.
And why did God kick him out?
Because he rebelled, and he wanted to be like God. If you understand what I'm saying.
Right,
So, you
yeah.
know, as we go back, God is a jealous God. Ain't nobody above him.
Why is he so jealous?
I don't know. I can't tell you. You got to ask him yourself whenever you get something. Because I'm not going to go and pray for you.
Okay.
I'm not like that.
Uh-huh.
But I thought about it. They said a quote-unquote comet came and hit the earth and wiped out everything.
That is true. That's happened.
I understand that, but look at the correlation that I'm trying to make you see. Lucifer gets kicked out of heaven, falls to the earth, wipes out everything. A comet, quote-unquote comet, comes to the earth, wipes out everything. Make sense?
Yeah. So
it's not evolution.
But the comet thing, there's proof that happened.
Nobody said that it's not proof. Where's the fucking comet, Los?
No, but I'm saying a comet did come and hit the earth.
Were you here?
Multiple times.
Were you here?
There's scientific fact that shit has happened.
Okay, and then that goes along with your bullshit ass fucking evolution story.
What are you talking about? We came from monkeys.
We did not come from monkeys because evolution does not stop. It's just like this. Caterpillars turn into fucking butterflies.
Right.
It's a constant evolution.
And then what happens?
They butterfly around.
Yeah.
But what about monkeys? I have yet to see a fucking Caesar stand up and talk. Whenever I go to the zoo, monkeys are throwing shit.
Yeah, those monkeys, because they just were born. Like,
but evolution does not stop. Yes, those monkeys just were born, but you're trying to tell me that just because we came, that cycle of evolution has stopped, has ceased?
There is, if I'm not mistaken, I think 95% of the things that have ever existed on Earth are extinct. Did you know that?
Like what?
95% of all the creatures that have ever existed on the planet Earth they're extinct. 95%. So a lot of shit has already fucking died off.
I'm sure.
But
you say no, so it was a specific type of monkey that evolved, that it died off?
Yeah.
Well, what kind?
At one point, we were all monkeys, man.
No, the fuck we weren't.
And as time has progressed, right?
Like
so over a span of like about 1 million years, the human mind / monkey doubled in size. How did that happen? So the theory is that with eating psilocybin mushrooms and being slowly but surely starting to fucking use tools to hunt and shit like that, that with eating protein, they started getting fucking bigger and stronger and what do you call it? I'm fucking high as shit. They started getting bigger, stronger, and faster, and just naturally through evolution, man. So, for example, have you heard the story of fucking of giraffes, where at one point giraffes had short necks? Did you ever hear that?
I heard it lightly.
You haven't fucking heard of it. So,
I want to slap the shit out of
at one point giraffes had short necks. So, the majority of giraffes were dying because
they couldn't reach the food.
Exactly, they couldn't reach the food. So again, the evolutionary theory, Charles Darwin, if I'm not mistaken, says the survival of the fittest. Right, only the strongest survive. Do you believe in that?
Yeah, that's why I'm still here.
Okay, so you do believe in evolution because the strongest
no,
survive.
But that doesn't,
so hold the fuck on. The giraffes, right? So let's say there's 10 giraffes. 8 of them die because they can't reach the food, right? The two other giraffes, they had slightly longer necks than the others, right? So those survived, right? And those 2 have babies. Their genetics, they're gonna come out with fucking babies with maybe slightly longer necks, right? And then they have more babies, and then more babies, and more babies. Let's say they have 20 fucking babies, right? Out of those 20, 16 of them die because their fucking necks are just not long enough. But those other fucking 4, they barely fucking made it. So, those 4 get older, they have fucking babies. Now they have baby giraffes with fucking long necks. And let's say they have 40 of them. And this time, only fucking 30 had long necks, the rest of them didn't. So then died off. So through generations and generations and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, now you have nothing but fucking giraffes that have long necks. Do you believe that or not?
No.
You're fucking true.
I mean, I understand that's like adapting to your environment.
Do you know we created dogs, humans? Do you know how dogs came about?
I had something smart to say, but no.
Let's hear it.
No.
So, human beings created dogs. And if you fucking doubt me, there is a show on Netflix called... I'll think about it right now. It's by a biologist, he's a biologist named Neil deGrasse Tyson. The Cosmos, that's what it's called. So on episode 2 of The Cosmos, it talks about how we made dogs. How they came, right? They came from wolves. You know they came from wolves, right?
Okay.
Okay, so through... what makes wolves so fucking vicious is that they have like this, like a high temperament, right? They have this fucking enzyme in the brain that makes them really fucking nervous. So when anybody gets close, they're very super vicious. They want to fucking bite you, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, when wolves used to roam the land, and we as fucking human beings back in fucking tribes and shit like that, wolves would get close to the fucking camps. But only the wolves that did not have that high of an enzyme in their brain were brave enough to go into the camps and start being nice with human beings.
Socialize.
Exactly. So those human beings naturally came fucking like nice to the wolves, and the wolves noticed that they fucking were getting food when they were nice, so they would just continue to act nice. So those badass wolves that were still super aggressive, the tribe people would kill them off. And then those dogs with less testosterone, whatever the fuck it's called, those had babies and shit like that, so then they had puppies with less testosterone and whatever. So they have, there's something that's called like random cell mutation, right?
Yeah.
So if they have 10 fucking puppies, one of them is gonna have green eyes.
Yeah. I know about that.
Right? So that's how, again, over hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years, that's how you get a fucking dog that's a little pug size, and then one that's fucking super huge. Because with the cell mutation, slowly but surely they start changing. One has spots, one doesn't. One has green eyes, one doesn't. One's shorter, one's taller, one's heavier, one's fatter, one's sleepy, one's lazy, and it's all just through cell mutation that over hundreds and thousands of years, that's how you get a fucking dog that has longer hair than another one that's fucking huge, one that's the size of a fucking pug, all that shit, man. It's kind of like how you're black and I'm fucking lighter skinned. The original man came from Africa.
Amen.
So when we started as human beings, started expanding all over the fucking globe.
You're right.
In
the environment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we started moving to places that's not as sunny like Africa. So let's say, for example, I took off to fucking England. What's in England? It's always fucking cloudy. So when I get there, let's say I'm as black as you are, but I have fucking...
I'm chocolate.
But then I have fucking kids... And because they don't have that much melanin in their fucking skin, over generations and generations,
you adapt to your environment.
Exactly, we stop. So then we're not fucking black anymore. So again, the original man came from fucking Africa.
You know, that's crazy because in the Bible, they said that we all spoke one language, and they were trying to build this tower to go up to the heavens, and God confused them. Well, basically, God didn't want them to build the tower. Don't ask me why.
Oh, my.
And in order to confuse them, gave them different languages.
What? I'm done. I'm fucking done. Well, we need to come back to this topic, and I'm going to come with some fucking firepower facts.
No, I honestly believe you on the whole pigmentation thing.
Yeah.
Because, I mean... in Africa, people are dark because we can be out in the sun for long.
Yeah, and they're in the fucking sun all day.
Exactly. And then, it's some white people that are damn near almost pink.
Exactly.
Because they're
never in the sun.
They're never in the sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that shit's real, man. It's already been an hour, dude.
Damn, bro. That shit went fast.
Yeah, it fucking did.
Well, thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for listening. We appreciate you following us and supporting us in all our endeavors.
Watch the fucking YouTube. It's probably gonna be up tomorrow because I gotta put pictures and all that other shit. I don't want to half-ass it.
But you're gonna put up the SoundCloud.
I'm putting up the SoundCloud as soon as we're done with this shit.
Okay, yeah, because I put it up in my link. You already know it's Be Live. Instagram is handsomely_educated. Again, if you have any questions, if you have anything you want to talk about, want to hear us talk about, feel free to slide in a DM. We do, again, still have our page up. It is intentionally_foul. I'll do better at managing it because sometimes I'll just be. I mean, we had 23 profile visits in the last.
Hell yeah.
You know, but
I haven't been on Instagram in such a long time.
yeah,
Ugh.
exactly. You're trash.
Yep.
But thank you again. Tune in next week for episode 8.
Yep.
All right. We out.